Brooke Buckner.
Side out.
It's third right out of the gate, and Vegas earns a quick side out. These two teams met last weekend in New York, Allen, and came down to the wire in a Dreambreaker. Nashville pulled it out.
Would love to see that again here, obviously. So would this crowd.
Battle one at the kitchen from Eva Razikowska. How about her resume in Major League Pickleball? She turned heads last season. She is a multi-winning champion in MLP.
Extremely accomplished and experienced player, as is her partner, Michelle Esquivel.
Side out.
Ava coming out firing right away. What a couple of shots she had. Wins the hands battle and then finds that wide angle behind Zoe Wang. And
Razikowska, a five-time MLP champion, two-time MVP at the challenger level. Nice ball from Zoe Wang. Second serve, still no score. Tight women's doubles match to start.
0-0-2.
Point. And Zoe Wang steps into the battle with Razikowska, who loves playing the left and loves those grindy dink battles on the backhand corner.
Yeah, you would think those type of points would favor the night out or the chefs, so great for Zoe to come out and win that early one.
Buckner tries to poach on the backhand, maybe an overstep there, and gets burnt. Second serve, Vegas.
Defensive struggle.
0-0-2.
Nice pressure from Buckner down the line on Razikowska. Vegas opens the score. It's been about 5 minutes into the match so far.
Yeah, Razikowska tried to pull that trigger. Buckner very ready for it. Outstanding singles player with great hands.
Line drive from a BB off the forehand wing of Buckner. She terrorizes her opponents in singles with those forehands.
And doubles game has come a long way too. You know, when we say singles player, that doesn't mean that we're doubting her doubles game at all. It has obviously come a long way. Her and Zoe have been outstanding every time they're on the court together.
Yeah, chatted with Brooke Buckner ahead of the match. This is a place where Brooke Buckner once called home. Resided in the Kalamazoo area. What a shot!
And the crowd goes wild. She got a big cheer when they mentioned the Michigan Wolverines, where she played tennis in the player introduction. So Brooke's got a nice little following.
Yeah, exactly. Take another look. That grab from Brooke Buckner. Keeping it low. Eva Razikowska burns Zoe Wang, who was creeping towards the middle. Ball back to Nashville in a 4-point hole.
Yeah, Zoe's been aggressive going towards that middle, which she should, but the chefs have found that that spot behind her a couple times early in this match.
Ooh, caught the ponytail. Michelle Esquivel will not apologize.
Michelle Esquivel's been coming to this tournament for a lot of years, and coming to Grand Rapids for a lot of years. And the first thing I noticed about her right away was her ball striking. Forget, she was a really, really good singles player in her own right, so she can definitely pull the trigger.
Denied off the tape. Nashville cuts the lead in half.
Great touch there, left no room for Zoe to really be able to do anything with that ball after it just trickled over the net.
2-4-1. Second serve.
Just wide, but that shot's there from Michelle. That's the one that she bagged Brooke with just a couple of points ago, and she was looking for it again. Just missed it.
Wang throws it deep. Heavy pressure from the kitchen from Esquivel and Razikowska. Chance to tie it here.
3-4-2.
Yeah, I thought they would play a slower game coming out. They're not. They're firing this thing right away and having success with that.
Side out.
Side out, Vegas. This is the second try for a title in the second straight year for the franchise of the Vegas Night Owls. They made it here last year. Zoe Wang was on that roster, the only remaining player from that team. Made it all the way. Lost in the final to Brooklyn last year, so a shot of revenge here against a different squad.
Another really good shot to that side off of Brooks' backhand. She just kind of chips that with a lot of slice, and it's won them 2 points so far.
Second serve.
It's also the second time the Night Owls have caught either Zoe or Brooke poaching and reaching just a little bit.
Read of the play by Buckner to set up Wang. 6-3 lead. Lands on the side of the Vegas Night Owls as we go to break. Have another look at this sequence. Brooke Buckner lined up and ready all the way through. Women's doubles just beginning here on Championship Court. Going to be a battle the rest of the way through. Dig again. Wow. Esquivel on the attack.
What a point.
Wow.
That one could have ended very early off the net court. It looked like it was going to hit Michelle maybe in the head. She defends it, keeps that point going. They slowed it down for another about 30 shots before she finds the net court. And what an incredible rally that was.
World-class defense from Vegas. Doesn't count for anything, but nice goal for Nashville.
Brooks says after that long rally, I don't want another long rally. I'm just going to blast this third and get us to 8.
Go. 8-5-2.
Really good drop there from Zoe. She's been going wider that time, dropped it right in premier level. So I think he's wanting to continue to show that he belongs at that level. And certainly, as you mentioned, chip on the shoulder of Anderson Scarpa as well, playing against his former team.
Side out.
Turns out to be a good timeout there, a much needed side out for the Chefs. And this feels like
5-9-1.
Do or die. It's never truly do or die in pickleball, but vital possession here at 5-9.
Second serve.
And again, the pressure continuing to keep Esquivel and Razikowska deep. Brooke Buckner is doing a great job of not allowing them to come up to the kitchen line.
Point. Six, 9-2.
Attack off the bounce from Buckner. Holds off Nashville. 2 points away, and Vegas takes the opening game.
Buckner and Wang, such a tough team to get anything by. Both such great hands and fast reflexes. And it worked out for them on that point. Zoe stared at it. She's like, I can't believe I missed that. It was right there on her forehand side. But once again, these hands battles typically going the way of the Night Owls. Even on that one, they got exactly what they wanted, which was a sitter.
Buckner sends a cannon, game point Vegas.
Yeah, Brooke put that one away, but that was great work by Zoe during that point. Look how much she moved her dinks around. She went straight ahead, she went wide, was able to create that opening for Brooke.
Down the line it goes. Razikowska pulls it on Buckner to the shoulder. Clutch performance.
She's been looking for that 2E down the line a couple times here during this game. They've been ready for it. The Night Owls have been ready for it each and every time. She finally got one to surprise Brooke Buckner, who was coming up to the line on that one. So now I feel like it's do or die. I said it before. This one's do or die.
6-10-1.
Ooh, catches Zoe Wang leaning. Emma Razikowska once again.
Zoe left that one a little bit high, very ready to pounce on that one, just standing there waiting for that pop up in the middle with her forehand.
How many times have we seen this clutch performance from Razikowska?
Second serve.
Mentioned all the titles she won, but the SoCal Hard Eights is where she began.
You can't win that many titles without battling through some adversity, at least. So she's been here before.
Down the line, Buckner goes wide open on the attack. Side out Vegas. Nashville will settle for just a point.
Once again, smart plays from Zoe Wang. Finds the right time to pull the trigger because she knows her partner's waiting there for the put away. Brooke's taking advantage of that a couple times today where she can counter off of an attack from Zoe.
Second serve.
Just missed.
10-7-2.
What a hold. Nashville still in it. 3 points to tie it.
Yes, showing some serious mental fortitude here. I mentioned the experience of the Nashville chefs, especially in this women's game, and they're showing it so far. They will not go away easily.
7-10-1.
Well played again by Zoe Wang, who's taking a lot of the balls right now, lobbing the middle of that point that they were able to track down, and then stays in it, able to find that forehand down the middle.
Oh, cross-court tink winner from Buckner. Glances over to the bench. Hui Rucks.
The bench loves that one. Brooke's been firing straight ahead a lot or down the middle. This time she changes it up. That is a beautiful angle. Not a whole lot you can do about that one.
10-7-1.
10-7-1, and a timeout taken for Vegas, who have struggled to close game number one. But right now it's all Vegas looking to close out game number one.
Second serve.
That was a BB of a drive. Ava handles it so easily. It's a little bit of help from the net, which she put her hand up there, but she will gladly take that first hold.
Point game. 11-7,
After
Las
that,
Vegas.
the return goes deep, and there it is. Vegas finally are going to choose to fight fire with fire, at least early on, and see if they can win some of those exchanges.
Couple of high thirds, resets, and Vegas will take the side out in 2 serves, trying to open up the scoring here against the Chefs.
Pablo did the, I'm going to pretend I'm going to hit that out ball.
Second serve.
There it was, though. That's the play. Delgado driving Tellez up at the net, just missed it.
0-0-2. Side out.
I think you see the strategy right now is return to Delgado, make him hit the
0-0-1.
third, and see if he can hit some drops. I know he's a big power player.
Second serve. 0-0-2.
Nice.
Side out.
What a play. James Delgado sets himself up. Great anticipation to fill the middle.
That's what he can do.
0-0-1.
Again, very powerful, athletic, quick, can set himself up for putaways like that one.
Second serve.
Turn the hands battle into a really nice reset there at Delgado's
0-0-2.
backhand. Couldn't quite handle that.
This initiation to James Delgado. The Vegas Night Owls open up the scoring in game number 2. We'll head to mixed doubles after this game completes. Patient points at the line, Pablo Tellez.
Yeah, they got crossed up on that one, especially with the lefty. He had his forehand to the outside. It hits a really nice dink after a couple of good pickups after the drive and crash didn't work out, and they ended up flipped around.
Side out.
Pablo Tellez, a 3-time MLP title winner, including this event last year. No stranger to this pressured situation. Wow.
Point.
Oh, just back, and Buckner confirms the call, but the guy's got hands, and he's got the soft stuff, too.
1-2-1.
Yeah, to be able to pull the trigger on that 2E from that low, you at least have to be aware of it now. He missed that one, but that's a shot that Bown and Scarpa are going to have to guard for.
TP defended. Wow,
Second serve.
what a play from Pablo Tellez. Chef slowed back up.
Yeah, got around the
1-2-2.
post on that backhand side. Well defended by Marshall Bown, but they couldn't come away with the point.
Through the middle it goes. Tough with the lefty, forehand in the middle. Ball back to Vegas.
Well, they went out wide. It was backhand. He found an ATP. Now they go down the middle. And, of course,
2-1-1.
Pablo loves that forehand. That's exactly where he wants that ball.
Second serve.
A lot of dinking at Delgado. Changed the direction that time. Went to Pablo and worked out for Bown and Scarpa.
Center gone deep for Tellez. He knows it. Nice hold for Nashville.
1-2-2. Correction, I'll recall. 1-2-1.
Hands battle won for Bown and Scarpa. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
They need to get up there. They need to come out on top in some of those exchanges.
2-2-1.
Last weekend, Tellez and Delgado won it 11-1 in men's doubles. Wow, Anderson Scarpa. How about that play down the line?
This is a much different team than the one that lost 11-1 last week. They are dialed in right here on championship court and
To have
playing
that
much better than they did.
3-2-1.
recency, sample size to make adjustments. Tellez initiates first.
Second serve.
To success. Second serve, though, for Nashville.
And Nashville's dinking out wide, trying to avoid those two forehands in the middle, but Pablo's up to the task with his backhand. He knows they're going to attack him there, and he's been ready for it a couple times.
Side out.
And holds. Vegas fights it off. 2-3-1.
Yeah, once again, the strategy, keep it out of the middle with those two forehands, but back-to-back backhands from
2-3-1.
Tellez and Delgado.
Wow, silky speed up from Pablo Tellez. Showed the speed up twice and only sped it up on the second ball. That was nice.
Yeah, took a little bit off of it, too, and beautiful. He set himself up perfectly. He even ran out wide to give himself that forehand.
First went with the dink. Second time loaded up.
Second serve.
Second serve, tie game.
3-3-2. Side out.
Big drive there on the third from Delgado, but Chefs handled that one very well, caught Pablo in a little bit of movement.
3-3-1.
Feathery drop from Anderson Scarpa.
Silky, perfect. And that seems to be, you know, they did come out and try to fight a little bit of fire with fire. They've slowed the game back down now, hitting some drops, getting into some dink rallies, and that's been a good strategy.
Ooh, surprise from Scarpa. Cross-court attack at the body of Delgado.
Starting to feel it a little bit. Anderson Scarpa's in the zone right after a beautiful third shot drop finds that body bag.
Second serve.
Tellez again giving Nashville fits through that middle.
5-3-2.
5-3-2. Marshall Brown looking for more on Nashville's side. For all teams involved, as Nashville looks to equalize the match. This would be massive for the Chefs to take men's doubles. James Delgado comes well regrouped out of the free timeout at 6 and on the end change.
Huge for him. As soon as the side change happened, their head coach, Steve Deacon, went immediately over to Delgado. They had been targeting him on those backhand dinks, and whatever Steve said worked out.
Second
Steve
serve.
Deacon, a great mind of the game. He'll be joining us in the booth after this game is done to discuss strategy and the creation of this Vegas Night Owls team.
Three, 6-2.
Anderson Scarpa is going to force.
Has really turned it on here, and again, they're finding a home for those dinks on Delgado's backhand side. I like that he tried to speed that one up and create a little something different. But
Point.
Heavy serve from Nashville again, and Vegas will call a timeout. Steve Deacon wishes to meet with his team. Anything you're noticing so far for Vegas?
yeah, well, right now, what's working for Nashville is, again, dinking over to Delgado's backhand side. So he's got to find something different to do to counter that, slow them down, make them stop going away from that spot. He tried a 2E speed up that went just deep early in this game. I'd like to see him try that again. Make them be aware of something different, because right now, when he's doing his best to stay in those dink rallies, but Bown and Scarpa are attacking that relentlessly, and there's no reason for them to change up the strategy right now, because it's working.
There's a look.
15 seconds. Las Vegas, no timeouts.
Canadian,
Nashville, 1 timeout.
21 years old, high-level pro pickleball background.
He played an all-timer of a men's final here in Grand Rapids probably about 5 years ago.
Won 11 Canadian national titles in tennis.
Point.
Just wide, so the momentum continues here for Bown and Scarpa.
8-3-1.
Nashville again lighting it up. It's Marshall Bown, leans in with that deceptive backhand, flicks it down the line.
Again, setting it up, dinking to the backhand of Delgado. It's like a replay of several previous points.
Second serve.
Pablo getting a chance to finally make something dynamic happen there. They've been freezing him out of the last few points. He gets an opportunity and makes the most of it.
Looking for the Ernie as James Delgado started super hot and confident, and that has since evaporated. Nashville grabs game point. Through the middle, Marshall Bown takes it and commands the offense for men's doubles. So Nashville does indeed equalize the match series, 1 game apiece. Well, in the 3 spot will kick off for serve in game 3. Good night from Pablo Tellez. Vegas.
And well played there from Zoe Wang. She went behind Marshall Bown early in that point, pulled him wide, got him back off of the kitchen line. He was never able to get back up there, and that opened things up for Pablo to put that away. Huge couple shots there for Pablo Tellez, coming off of the back of a tough men's loss to get some momentum here and mixed, and looks like a new player already.
Vegas takes another 2-0.
You see why Zoe Wang was at the top of those player standings we just put up. She's got a soft game. She can speed it up. She's got great hands. She can just do a little bit of everything.
This is the alignment Vegas chose as the home team. Felt good about this, despite Michelle Esquivel and Marshall Bown winning in New York against Pablo and Zoe. 11-7 was the scoreline there. Vegas wanted another chance. Any psychology insight behind that?
Yeah, I mean, we just saw a game in the men's match where the team who lost 11-1 in New York came back and won 11-3. So you got to put those results out of your mind and just trust your game. And I think Steve Deacon clearly has a lot of trust in this mixed duo, which he should.
Marshall Bown exploits the cross-court attack, pounces through the middle, giving Zoe Wang some trouble.
Feels like even though it's very early, you got to try to slow this momentum down from the Night Owls and get a side out right here, not let them build this lead any further.
Oh my! Tellez with the poach. Call was deep, but there's some questioning going on. Will they have our first challenge or not?
Looks
nope.
like decided not to challenge. That one did look deep from our angle, but what a move. What a shot from Zoe Wang off of the back line to even set that up. Oh.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the
They
alcove.
have a challenge.
The result of the rally is
surprised by this
side
one.
out. Nashville serving at
Look at it when
0-4-1.
we have
We'll now
it.
proceed to video review.
Pablo, though, so athletic. You see why he has a lot of success in singles. He closed the gap on that ball so quickly. I don't think Bown and Esquivel expected him to get there as quickly as he did.
His deceptive length. With his reach. Great to hear the wisdom of Steve Deacon.
Lefties, too,
right?
you know?
Yeah, difficult to read. There's a look at Deacon and Zoe Wang having an in-depth conversation.
That is a key out call for the Nashville Chefs. Like I said, it's still early, but to not go down 5-0 and have a chance to close the lead when Michelle comes out, misses that drive, which she's hit so many times. They got to find a way to get some points on the second serve here.
Michelle drives cross court, and Pablo Tellez's backhand and looks to the crowd, needs their help.
That's what they want. Michelle can hit some really strong drives. Marshall Bown obviously has a lot of length and put away ability. That combination should work well as a strategy for the Chefs.
Side out.
Immediately after that drive crash worked, Night Owl switched up the strategy, returned to Marshall Bown instead to not let Michelle tee off on that third and him to crash. It's a good switch up in return strategy.
That's deep. Marshall Bown couldn't handle the pace. 5-1 lead for the Night Owls ahead of the end change at 6.
5-1-1. Second serve.
That big forehand from Michelle Esquivel finding a home again. Caught Pablo by surprise.
Side out.
Marshall Bown playing big in the middle, which he needs to do.
1-5-1.
Gives them a chance to close the gap even further here before a side switch.
Point. Two, 5-1.
Nice dig from Esquivel. Whoa, Marshall Bown gets it down.
What a point.
Look at his paddle position, too, on that.
And the strategy of that, again, was to keep the big man back. Pablo was able to do that for a couple of shots. Michelle did a great job right there, digging them out and allowing Marshall to find his way back to the kitchen line to finish that point out.
Zoe Wang, what a spot, neutralizing Marshall Bown, keeping him honest to his left. Second serve for the Chefs.
Yeah, they're going to need to keep doing that because right now he's feeling it, getting into that middle, using that wingspan, and that's gotten them back into this game a little bit here at 3-5.
3-5-2. Side out.
Michelle just missed that one. That's a shot she likes, though. Those opportunities have been there. Just missed a couple of those, has also found a couple of them. If she can find a couple more, I think the Chefs can quickly make this an even closer game.
Second serve.
Sequence from Michelle Esquivel. Second serve for Vegas. Hunting for the 3-point lead at the end change. Comes 6. drive, half drop from Pablo Tellez on the third. Zoe Wang holds the line and ends it 6-3. We've got the second half of game number 3 coming your way next from Grand Rapids. This is an epic battle between and Marshall Brown will look to adjust. Right away, goes to the backhand side of Marshall Brown, on his way unwinding the stack, and it's successful for Vegas.
Yep, that's a great spot to go when your opponent is unwinding the stack. Found that backhand of Marshall Brown's when he's on the move. Sneaky little forehand attempt there from Pablo. Marshall says, I'm ready for it, and they take this serve back. It's a big possession here for Nashville.
Nice pressure. Esquivel on the backhand pull cross court. Zoe Wang wasn't expecting that off of that ball.
4-7-1.
Michelle's been aggressive in this match, just found the net on a couple of those drives. If she can capitalize, I think Nashville can score a lot of points in a hurry.
Second serve.
The overhead from Tellez welcomes the lob. Second serve for the Chefs.
4-7-2. Side out.
Help from the net here at Belknap Park. So Pablo with an overhead winner, and then finds the net cord.
Diana keeping everybody honest, notifying Nashville's side that this is not a timeout.
Great job by the refs so far this week, by the way. Very low controversy, which is what we like here in Grand Rapids.
Second serve.
Big return there from Michelle Esquivel, putting pressure on that third of Pablo's.
Side out.
Net cord giveth, net cord taketh. We'd like to think it eventually evens itself out. I don't think it always does 50-50, but
4-7-1.
it does on that one.
Esquivel again, rips one to the corner, scoreboard pressure applied. Nashville climbing back in.
Yeah, and pressure being applied from Michelle. Marshall Brown was huge early in this match. They're trying to keep it away from him in the middle, so she's going to have to capitalize on her opportunities.
And remember, James and Brooke ended up winning in the second mixed doubles game last weekend in New York to push it to a Dreambreaker. So this is a big game for the Chefs if history repeats itself, which it hasn't so far in this match series.
Timeout, Las Vegas, 17.
Beautiful drop there from Marshall Brown. If you can even really call it a drop, it was so low, line driving. And all of a sudden, Michelle, it's 7-7.
Unbelievable performance so far for Nashville, forging a comeback, 7 apiece. What gives in the final stretch here, Alan?
Well, I think right now the Chefs are, everything's working.
Zoe Wang gets it down on Michelle Esquivel. Ball back to the Night Owls. Crucial hold, but what a run for the Chefs.
Big time run, but Zoe very ready for that speed up. Michelle fired it right at her. Zoe was not deceived at all.
Back on the board, 8-7. This from Esquivel, who had been red hot to this point.
Yeah, I'd like her to stay in that one just a little bit longer on the dink. She was staying patient.
Another miss, an uncharacteristic one for Michelle, who's slumping her shoulders at the moment. Curious what's going on mentally there. 9-7, Vegas, 2 points. to gain the edge.
Second serve.
Just deep. Pablo looks over at the bench. They confirm it. Just missed.
9-7-2. Side out.
That's what vets do. You mentioned Michelle Esquivel, a little slump a couple points ago, but keeps swinging. Sets up her partner with that big forehand, and then Marshall puts it away.
Brown is chasing, now out of position. Esquivel with some silky resets. Tellez teeing off, it works, cross court. Second serve for Nashville.
You heard Steve Deacon talk about how well Pablo and Zoe play together. Some of it right there. There's never a question about who's taking what ball. Zoe gave Pablo the ability to come over and hit that shot.
7-9-2.
Ooh. What a dink from Zoe Wang. Burns Marshall Brown to the backhand. Ball back to the 9 outs.
Yep, some great defense before that to even get us to the point where she can hit this fantastic dink out wide to his backhand. Like I said, Marshall's been loving to take up that middle. And Zoe able to go behind him there.
Nine, 7-1.
Marshall Brown, what a setup, what a hold. Vegas, another try to go up game points.
So we looked down at that line out wide. It looked like it, off the paddle, that thing was going wide, catches the line.
Oh my, how'd that thing go over? It's Jeep, Zoe Wang initiates twice. Second time down the line. Vegas claims game point.
Athletic move from Pablo to even get to that ball off the net court, and Zoe says, I'm not going to let my partner do that for nothing, and finds that speed up. She's such a smart player. She always knows when to attack, when to slow it back down.
10-7-2.
Marshall Brown stands tall, saves a game point against. Ball back to the Nashville Chefs. Take another look at this one, Alan.
Yeah, like I said, he's been big in the middle. Zoe hung in there, just couldn't fight them all off. And
shuffle step to the right every time, and a missed serve. Costly there for Marshall Brown after the highlight reel at the kitchen. Michelle Esquivel loads up at 7-10-2.
yeah,
Everything on the line, and a miss return right back from Zoe Wang.
And Marshall had the adrenaline flowing from the previous point and cooked that serve, but they get a freebie on the next one.
8-10-2.
Inside out of the air. What an angle from Zoe Wang, and that's how you neutralize a guy that's crashing through the middle on every rally.
That's the play for the Nashville Chefs. You almost can't hit a better drive and have your partner set up to crash that, but just too good of a shot from Zoe Wang.
Second game point here for Vegas. Marshall Brown, again, hard to get through at the line despite stepping through the middle. Vegas loads up at game point number 3.
Again, the fortitude of these Nashville Chefs, we could have left them for dead a couple of times already in this game. They just keep battling.
Too much Marshall Brown. 3 game points saved. The Nashville Chefs alive and well. What will they do here in a 2-point deficit?
I think they're going to keep crashing. They're going to keep swinging. They have gotten here with power. I think that's going to be how they continue to play this out.
8-10. 10-1.
Michelle Esquivel lights up Pablo Tellez, and a chance to tie it for Nashville.
And this crowd is into it, as they should be. What a move from Michelle Esquivel. Like I said, they're going to go down. If they're going to go down, they're going to go down swinging. And they know no other way. Michelle Esquivel just keeps firing that thing.
It's wide.
Second serve.
Second serve. Last try to tie it for the Nashville Chefs, who are down 10-7. Seam Donovan fought off 3 game points. See if they can do it here on the serve of Marshall Brown. Tellez gets it done, cross court. Vegas recovers the ball. Game point number 4.
Great pressure from Pablo on back-to-back holds there. Never allowed Michelle to get up to the kitchen line.
Here we go. Let's play. 10-9-1.
Vegas gets it done. 11-9, and the 1-game edge lands on the Vegas Night Owls bench. Mixed doubles. Anderson Scarpa.
15 seconds.
We encourage the fans in the house to get your umbrellas out, because this guy is full sweat mode. You saw it on pickleball.com and the social media channels. He was loading up to serve, and a splash of sweat came off of his arm and paddle, hitting Eva Razikowska and everybody else in the crowd. This guy is a heavy sweater.
It means you're working hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And he did in men's doubles. I thought he played outstanding
Scarpa
down the stretch
is a
there.
workhorse. This guy works so hard, puts his head down, does the work, loves the sport with all of his passion. And now it all comes down to his performance on behalf of Nashville to determine who will win this title. Again, if Nashville wins, we're going to a 5th deciding game. It's a Dreambreaker, it's singles. It's where these two teams have been before twice this season. 2 out of the 3 matchups in the regular season have come down to the wire in a Dreambreaker. Razikowska back to serve first to Buckner.
Side out.
Right away, good start for James Delgado. Like I said, I think he's the key to this
0-0-1.
And first point to go his way is important.
Point.
And there it is. He's so dynamic, so athletic. Steve Deacon said he was just off his game a little bit. He looks on his game through 2 points.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Really good grab there from Anderson Scarpa. Tried to go behind him.
1-0-2.
Speaking of Anderson Scarpa, we've got some footage of the heavy sweating.
Side out.
As mentioned just a moment ago, South Carolina native. Yep, there he is. This is from the other day. Here's the footage.
0-1-1.
Look at the line of sweat dripping.
Ava didn't even
his
blink,
arm.
though.
No, she didn't. She's used to it at this point.
Well, there's a little overcast and a breeze here, so maybe it will spare her some Anderson Scarpa perspiration.
0-1-2.
Some eye protection alongside Scarpa for that reason.
Point. Next one. 1-1-2.
Delgado, big in the middle, clutch. Enough topspin to curl that inside the baseline.
Yeah, he came to play. We said he was the key, and he, win or lose,
1-1-1.
this is a much different James Delgado than we saw in men's doubles.
Point.
Next court exchange won by Brooke Buckner. Loads up on Razikowska. Vegas steals a 1-point lead.
2-1-1.
That's what Brooke can do. Heavy top spin on her forehand.
Second serve.
But Ava ready for that attack that time.
2-1-2. Side out. 1-2-1. Point.
There's Anderson Scarpa being big, setting himself up with a combo, getting into the middle. Gonna have to keep the ball away from that
2-2-1.
forehand.
Skip off the tape. Razikowska apologizes, but will accept that break with open arms. Nashville leads 3-2. Everything on the line here for Scarpa and Razikowska, who lost to this team last weekend in New York. Delgado goes down the line on Razikowska, sliding but caught moving.
Yeah, and left that dink up too high. He's able to tee off on that forehand, which is a big weapon for James Delgado.
That's deep for Delgado, and talked about it in men's doubles. Hot start for Delgado and Tellez, and gradually cooled off where Delgado seemed to lose his confidence and charisma on the court display. That's deep too. Good pressure from Scarpa. Buckner sends it deep. Nashville looking to go up by 4 ahead of the end change.
5-2-2.
5-2-2. He's third into the net. A break for the Vegas Night Owls.
Third shot drive has been working for Ava, though. She got a little help from the net cord.
2-5-1.
A couple points before that, but not on that one.
Ah, we got a carry. It's a carry.
Carry
It's
called.
not about motion. The ball is on your paddle. You lifted it up over the net.
Carry is called by Diana Valleda, the lead referee for this one. Here's another look. Can't challenge it.
Cannot challenge that. Yep. Had an obstruction in the way, but couldn't tell from where I was sitting. But Vegas is obviously arguing the call.
I think I saw what Diana saw on that point as well. So
we have a lot of discussion on the court right now. Was it a carry or was it not?
might be calling in the enforcement's Courtney Johnson on hand to clarify. Here's the call in question.
That replay made it look like the correct call.
Looks like we're just playing ball.
Take one more look at it if we can. Here it is. A carry is called, and it is confirmed by Courtney Johnson that that is indeed a carry, despite the speculation on court. Razikowska throws it into the net, and Vegas takes a point off of a routine dink.
3-5-2. Side out.
That's a good look at a forehand, big forehand third. James has to make those
5-3-1.
if Vegas is going to close this thing out and not go to a game breaker.
Sweat is out in full force again for Scarpa on that serve. Ooh, Brooke Buckner with a slide to perfection. Wields the backhand counter, uses the pace down the line on Scarpa. 5-3-2.
Perfectly executed. Not only hit the right shot, but read it very well, did Brooke Buckner.
And then hits the winner down the line. Brooke Buckner came to party. Ball back to Vegas.
We got a go blue from somebody in the crowd.
Kate Fahey gave a go blue in one of her post-match interviews to Michigan tennis greats. Lots of Michigan Wolverine fans in the house here in Grand Rapids.
Nashville's challenging
the in-ruling, which you can do.
Call stance ball is in. Nashville loses 1 free video challenge, has 2 free challenges remaining. Las Vegas has 2 free video challenges remaining. We'll proceed with side out 3-5-1. Las Vegas serving.
Yeah, I'm saying not even just a strategy standpoint, but to have an experienced guy like Steve Deacon to help calm you down in those tense moments like he's doing.
Second serve. 3-5-2.
They're catching James moving a lot on his thirds with this stack. Returning to the empty part of the court. He's having trouble picking those up on the move.
Side out. Hold him again. 5-3-1. Second serve. 5-3-2. Point.
Finally,
change ends. 6-3-2 Nashville.
Chefs are able to get to the side switch on Razikowska. Anderson Scarpa specifically rising to the occasion here and trying to push this thing to a Dreambreaker.
Point.
A lot of unforced errors right now on the part of Vegas.
7-3-2.
Missed dinks, missed serve returns, missed thirds. They got to clean that up.
Side out.
And James Delgado will get a breeze of confidence after that pull.
He cleaned that up. Now, yeah, on the offensive side of the ball, just got to get a third in, get up to the kitchen line, and close this gap.
Second serve.
Well, it's intriguing to me that Nashville beat Vegas in a Dreambreaker in New York last weekend, considering the significant lineup for the Vegas Night Owls in that category. James Delgado with a wicked angle on his backhand. You've got Brooke Buckner, Zoe Wang, world-class singles athlete, Pablo's Tellez in that category as well. But give credit to the Nashville chefs. Let's see if we can get there here.
You know, that's the great thing about the Dreambreaker format is in 4 points, anybody can beat anybody. That's what got everybody hooked on MLP. I saw somebody clip last night, Lee Whitwell, passing Deckelbar over and over again. And so anything can happen in one of those Dreambreakers.
The original spark for the Dreambreaker, Lee Whitwell. Wow, spinorama from Delgado. Stingy D from Buckner. Oh, Buckner tries to test the hip of Anderson Scarpa. He's on it. What a point.
Scarpa very ready for it, but also credit to Ava Razikowska for slowing that point back down after a firefight ensued. She did a great job of keeping them in that point and getting them to that shot from Anderson Scarpa.
James Delgado, acrobatic and athletic. Second serve for the chefs, 8-4-2.
Very well played there from Delgado. Hit a couple of really good dinks to set himself up for that.
Wow, Delgado attacks off the bounce, leaning back. A fadeaway winner through the middle, side out Vegas.
He is feeling it now. That's a couple of winners he's been able to hit. They got to try to find a way to go behind him, I think. Now, again, on offense, the Night Owls, these thirds are key.
serve.
But good pressure there from Scarpa. Doesn't let Delgado get up to that kitchen line where he's been so dangerous in these last few points.
Vegas takes a point. Still in the hunt to win this in regulation.
That's the combo. Brooke Buckner fires one and allows her partner to get up there. And
nice defensive drop from Buckner, and unlucky off the tape again for Vegas. Eva Razikowska takes another fortuitous bounce. 8-5-1. Nashville needs to win this game to push us to a grand finale Dreambreaker. Would be an epic tiebreak situation in singles. Nashville stuck on 8 for now. What a point. Perfect.
Textbook pickleball right there, right? Long dink rally, hands battle. And James Delgado finds the one that closes it out.
Expert attack from Buckner. What a hold. Nashville did not get off of 8. Ball back to Vegas and back to work. I guess Razikowska got a few let cords in favor of her, so got a few against that time. Brooke Buckner and James Delgado with some work to do.
5-8-1.
Deep for Delgado. You love the aggression, though, and the confidence.
And that shot's gone in the last few times he's hit it, so a little bit of a heat check. That lane is still there.
5-8-2.
I bet he tries it again.
What a finishing touch from Esquivel. Empty trip for Vegas.
Fantastic angle. Eva almost put that one up to the task.
After review of the in-rolling stands, ball was in. Las Vegas loses 1 free challenge, has 1 free challenge remaining. Nashville has 2 free challenges remaining. We'll resume play at side out, 8-5-1, Nashville serving.
And this 3 there, but that was a flip, a slate flip there, Alan. Michelle was in the 3 spot for Nashville when they first met in Austin. Flipped her to the 4 spot, flipped Eva to the 3 spot. Nice work. Anderson Scarpa wills his team off of 8. Nashville needs 2 to extend this match to a 5th deciding game.
9-5-1.
And right after the big put away, Scarpa shovels his 3rd into the net. Second try to get up game points for the Nashville Chefs. 9-5-2.
Yeah, Brooke said, you just stay back there, Anderson. That's where we want you.
Delgado pulls it. Ooh, and Razikowska shovels a ball out of the air with ease into the net. See how costly that misses. Vegas back to work. 5-9-1 on Delgado's serve. Delgado says, get that out of here. Counter back the other way from James Delgado.
Gave the Dikembe Mutombo finger wave, which I don't even know if James was alive when Dikembe was playing.
6-9-1.
But we talked about Brooke Buckner as a singles player. That forehand-to-forehand dinking of hers, outstanding. So that's where she's come a long way, I think, in the doubles game.
James Delgado in full effect. Vegas now needs 2, and this could be a
Timeout,
regulation
Las Vegas,
win
7-9-1.
for Vegas if they continue this run. A wise timeout taken by the Nashville Chefs trying to cool off Brooke Buckner and James Delgado. How do you neutralize James Delgado right now?
I think you got to go behind him. That's what worked in men's doubles, dinking to his backhand side, trying to keep him from getting into the middle and hitting that powerful forehand, although he's covering so much ground right now that I'm not even sure that will work. He is on an absolute heater at the moment, and it's great to see after some of his struggles earlier in the day for him to turn this thing around and play the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, James Delgado saw him after that men's doubles game. He was shaking his head on the sideline here next to his buddy Eric Roddy, just in disbelief. I think maybe disappointed a little bit with his performance at the end of game number 2. Certainly rallied back so far in this one.
And again, full credit to Steve Deacon, too, for continuing, and the rest of his teammates for continuing to talk to James Delgado, keep him engaged, and he's got it rolling right now.
Well, what a pickup in the free agency draft to have a nose for the young talent of James Delgado. Wasn't as much of a known entity there in March, but this is the opportunity in Major League Pickleball, especially at the challenger level, where we've seen so many players graduate from these franchises into the premier level. CJ Klinger, I think, the perfect example of that. Won a couple of titles at the challenger level, started to get noticed. You saw how clutch he was in high-pressured situations, and then got the promotion to the premier level, and now on one of the best teams in the league. Next serve from Buckner, that could be costly. Second serve for Vegas.
7-9-2.
The timeout cooled off Buckner and Delgado.
9-7-1.
Just a little poke there from Anderson Scarpa.
Great defense. Scarpa throws his paddle in. Buckner would not surrender. Second serve for Nashville. 9-7-2. Have to get off on here for the team in black, because I like Vegas's odds if this ball comes back to their side here.
Brooke just fired that two-handed backhand.
Off the tape again for Razikowska. Game points for the Nashville Chefs.
And if you're Vegas, that's disappointing. You got to shake that off now, because it is game point. So put that behind you.
Side out.
And a routine dink. And Vegas still alive.
A couple of rare misses on that side for Ava, but she knows she has to keep that thing low because she has two outstanding attackers that can take balls from just about anywhere and hit winners.
Ooh, hit an out ball there. Uh-oh. Lob is in, and Delgado in full control now. Tie. Back to neutral. Oh, Delgado tries to pull it. A low opportunity and pays for it. 7-10-2. Vegas had full control of the point. How did Nashville get out of it?
Incredible defense when the back got up there, and then a little bit of love again from the net cord.
Razikowska, heavy on the forehand, out of the air. Ball back to the Chefs. Game point, number 2. Looking to push a Dreambreaker. That is singles. It's a 5th game tiebreak, and it's epic. Last time these two teams met in a Dreambreaker, Nashville won it. First time they met in a Dreambreaker, Vegas won it. And the Razikowska The five-time MLP champion gets the job done in game number 4. Everything on the line next. It's Dreambreaker time, folks. Singles coming your way to decide who wins the championship in Grand Rapids. To Vegas, Nashville went in New York last weekend. Point number 1. An opening series of 4 points between Marshall Brown and Pablo Tellez. First point goes to the chefs. Marshall Brown.
1-0.
2 points for Nashville.
I think this lineup works. So Marshall has had some good results in singles. He's a good singles player. Not on paper to the level that Pablo has had success, but Marshall can hit the ball for sure.
Wow.
I'd say this is an unexpected 3-0 start, but Marshall Brown came to play.
3-0.
Last point here. Marshall Brown takes it 4-0. That's a start for the Nashville Chefs. A lot of work to be done here for James Delgado, feeling the pressure out against Anderson Scarpa.
Yeah, Marshall Brown came out just on fire there. Athletic player, and Pablo Tellez coming in the net. He takes advantage and hits a couple of just beautiful passing shots.
A big whip from Anderson Scarpa. Make it 5-0. Nashville leads.
Smart play here, I think, by Anderson to chip the one before that to get himself in position to hit that forehand. Surprising start here for the Nashville Chefs, but Scarpa and Brown playing so well to start.
Wow.
Side out.
Delgado gets the opening point for Vegas. No sight of disbelief yet on their side.
He had a beautiful backhand out wide that I was surprised Scarpa was able to hit such a good shot off of and stayed in the point.
A lethal drop from Scarpa, and unbelievable start for the Nashville Chefs. 3-1 for Anderson Scarpa. 4-0 for Marshall Brown. Out comes the ladies. Brooke Buckner carrying the pressure for her side.
And if you want the pressure on someone, Brooke's a good one to have out here.
Point 2.
1 point for Brooke, 3 more points to go.
2-7.
Beautiful ball from Buckner. Loves the forehand, loves the approach. 1 point at a time has to be the mindset here.
3-7.
Nice work from Razikowska.
Point 8.
Takes one off Buckner. Last point here.
Painted that line out wide.
8-3.
Clean winner for Brooke Buckner. Down the line in a beauty. Needed that one. 3-1. Brooke Buckner trying to equalize the damage done in the men's lineup. Out comes Michelle Esquivel in the 4-hole against Zoe Wang.
Clutch ball there from Brooke Buckner, and a clutch series from Brooke.
Zoe Wang takes the first. The ladies trying to rally for the men. Drop volley and a beauty for Zoe Wang. She wants to hear it.
That's when we say that's just mean to have somebody backing on the move and just casually drop that as she plays to the crowd. Ladies on the Night Owls very up to the task.
That's what we expected to see. 2 points down, 2 to go. Esquivel looking to get one. What a get from Zoe Wang. She's there too, but misses into the net. Esquivel survives to take a point.
Michelle says, that's what I have to do to win a point. Go line to line and then back to the middle. And Zoe even almost got that one.
Michelle Esquivel plays with a lot of heart.
9-6.
Last point here. Esquivel goes for broke. She gets it to take it. 2-2. Unbelievable.
She was pulled way off the court and knew she had to come up with something dramatic. She's probably not going to be able to get back into the court into that point. Had to hit a winner there and does it.
Back to the top of the order. Marshall Brown swept Tellez to start. Goes heavy on the pass and the follow-up touch. Well, flip ends at 11. Nashville gets there first. A 5-point cushion against Vegas, who was the team that would have had the advantage on paper. But guess what? That's what dreams are made of in Major League Pickleball. Marshall Brown carrying the sword for now. 5-0. The scoreline against Pablo Tellez.
Yeah, he's the one that flipped the script right away. We did say on paper the Night Owls seem to have the singles advantage, but Marshall Brown completely flipped that on its head.
15 seconds. Time in. 11-6. Side out, point 7.
That's a needed point for Pablo. Let's see if that gets him going here.
7-11. Fault, point.
Pablo Tellez
2 straight.
needed those two to get his team back in contention.
He won those two by getting up to the net. Very fast, athletic.
8-11.
With some reach as well.
Side out.
Marshall Brown hangs on. Takes another, protects the lead. Out comes Anderson Scarpa. James Delgado again in a pressure-filled spot. Got to put Brooke Buckner in a better position to give her some confidence too in the 3-hole.
Yeah, and James is capable. He's got
12,
a big game, big shots, really good athlete.
Side out, point 9. 9-12.
Two straight for James Delgado.
10-12.
That's that one goes.
Side
Scarpa
out, point 13.
rallies.
This is a key point right here, I think, to set the table for Brooke Buckner coming up. Much rather see an 11-13 than a 14-10 with her coming out, if you're the Night Owls.
Anderson Scarpa with a pass. Took a little off of it, found the angle. 4-point lead stands for the Nashville Chefs. Eva Razikowska out once again against Brooke Buckner. First round, Buckner.
Great craft there from Scarpa. You see where singles isn't
Razikowska.
just about pulverizing the ball. He shows some real craft and touch also.
Heavy pressure from Razikowska. Opening point goes her way.
15-10. Point.
2 points for Razikowska.
16-10. Side out, point 11.
Buckner, top 5 women's singles player in the world right now. Zoe Wang, top 8.
11-16.
Trying to do whatever she can to help her team in this position. tries to drop it and is denied. Buckner takes 2 points.
Yeah, even with that, I think that's a win for the chefs for Ava to take 2 points off of Brooke.
100%.
You're at 12. Yep, 12. Go. 12, 16.
Okay, Vegas still alive.
Michelle took 2 off of Zoe last time. Zoe's going to need to do a little bit better than that here, I think, in order to keep this thing going for the Night Owls.
Zoe Wang trying to put her team on her back. There's another.
It started off as a baseline to baseline point. I think whoever got to the net first was going to win that point. It was Zoe who worked her way in and was able to end that.
Go, 14-16.
Drop volley's always there. Oh, throws it in the net. Esquivel survives. Grabs a point. Last one here.
Huge, as Zoe looked like she had the advantage there, and that ball sat up enough for her to try to attack it.
17-14.
It was a massive get for Nashville. Zoe Wang takes 3, but guess what? Nashville, all they need is 4 points to take the match, but that is massive for Vegas to pull within 2. Now Pablo Tellez gets to the line a little more confident against Marshall Brown, top of the order.
That was a beautiful shot by Michelle Esquivel that Zoe just handled perfectly.
Silky smooth touch from Pablo Tellez. And in a dramatic series of events, Vegas with a chance to tie it now. Tellez ties it at 17. Nashville in some serious trouble now.
And what, again, mental fortitude from Pablo after going 0-4 to start this against Marshall Brown. This is the Pablo Tellez we're accustomed to seeing in singles.
17-17.
Marshall Brown beat again. Tellez puts the team on his back. Vegas takes a 1-point lead.
And he's fired up, such an emotional player, a guy who can really get going, and he is at the top of his game right now. Marshall Brown gotta find a way to stem the tide and win this point.
18-17.
Sweeps Marshall Brown 4-0. Vegas needs 2 to take the title.
Incredible stuff from Pablo Tellez. That return of serve from Marshall Brown right on the back line. Pablo was on his heels from the start of that point, finds a way to turn around and win that. Absolutely incredible stuff.
How are you feeling if you're Anderson Scarpa right now?
17.
Everything lands on his shoulders. Delgado can close it out here. Scarpa rising to the occasion, ties it back up at 18, 1 more point to tie it back up.
He seems like a rise to the occasion kind of guy, so I don't think he minds the pressure at all.
18-19.
What a ball. James Delgado earns match point, championship point for the top team at the challenger level right now. The Vegas Night Owls with match point on their side. You have to win on your serve, though.
Scarpa's had some success doing that cat and mouse game with Delgado, but that ball was just too good. So
20,
much
18.
spin.
Beautiful volley from Anderson Scarpa. Pure survival for the Nashville Chefs. His chance to tie it now.
This is great stuff. This is exactly how you want the final to go.
19-20.
Oh, James Delgado wins the serve back. Last point surrendered over to the Vegas Night Owls, and guess who comes to the line to try and close it out? You've got Brooke Buckner, top 5 women's singles player in the world, against 5-time MLP champion Eva Razikowska. So one's more experienced in singles and the other more experienced at winning titles in MLP. What gives here? Championship point number 2. Razikowska, are you kidding me? Ties it at 20 apiece. Nashville back in contention.
Unbelievable. That is absolute championship stuff. Brooke had her on the dead run. And for her to find that shot, wow.
Perfect point for Buckner. Earns another point. Championship point number 3.
Like 2 heavyweight boxers just exchanging perfect blow after perfect blow.
Last point here.
20.
Heavy slice. Razikowska's on it. Gets to the net. Buckner closes it out and wins the title for Vegas. A line drive BB on the forehand wing, and Vegas takes the mid-season title. What do you think?
Incredible stuff. I mean, you got to feel good for James Delgado coming back after men's doubles clutch in singles. Tellez comes back. I'm just as impressed with the mental side of it as the shots, but Brooke Buckner, there was like a hair of room.